Hey guys, welcome back to the Interceptor, and we are here with Alliance War Season 51, Number 7, and Matrix has matched up against INDA. So, of course, I've mentioned it before, but these guys are actually a former alliance of mine from quite a while ago. I believe that was something like 2019 I was with them for maybe one or two seasons. But the core group of the alliance is actually completely different. So I don't know anyone that is still in the alliance because, again, it's been 5 years. Here, I forgot that I was out of 200% cosmics, so I went looking for it. Couldn't find it. But today we have a nice war with Hulkling and Valkyrie, with Hulkling taking 2 fights and Valkyrie taking 4. Yeah. And also, there was another champ I was assigned, but I didn't like the matchup, so I just decided to use Hulkling for the fight instead. Or sorry, no, Valkyrie for the fight instead, which is going to be the Wong on Path 9, Section 2. I was originally assigned someone else. Didn't like the matchup, so I said, can I just use Valkyrie for this? And then I brought Odin. A couple reasons I brought Odin. First off, obviously the buff potency helps in this matchup, as well as the other Hulkling fight for this war, but also the other 2 buffs are going to go to Valkyrie, the other 2 Odin buffs, which are just going to start Valkyrie with more of the clarity charges. So it kind of just made sense. You know, I had 6 fights. They could be all taken between Valkyrie and Hulkling, so I did that. Next fight here, we have Peni Parker, and I was originally going to use Hulkling here, but I figured, you know what, if I get the absolute worst RNG, I just get stuck in my corner. She's building Furies, and we're in the evade phase. I can't touch her. Why not just be super safe and use Valkyrie? Clarity is also going to shut down Peni Parker's personal auto block, and she doesn't exactly have the most healthier. I believe this is a rank 2 7-star, not a rank 3, but I do have to watch out for the personal space Fury, because obviously if that gets building up, then she is going to start building her what am I saying? Oh, she's going to start building the passive Furies, just like what happened to me in War Number 5, where Maestro started building the Furies, and it got a little bit scary. Because those passive Furies, despite the fact that they kind of are meaningless, if you let them build too much, they become meaningful. And here, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I made this fight so much longer than it needed to be. I think I'm just so used to being in the headspace of how I fight Peni that I forget that she can't auto block in this matchup no matter what. Like, clarity does not reduce the ability accuracy, it just turns evade and auto block off. And I think I'm just not really used to that concept yet, because I could have saved 20 seconds on this fight had I just been hitting Peni instead of hitting into her block. I don't know why I didn't do that. I don't know. But I didn't. So, that is section 1. And basically, the reason that I am clearing alone. At this point, there's a couple people that have joined that are still in section 1. There's only one other player that has cleared their section 1 and their section 2. Which is actually perfect for me, because that person is the one placing the Wags pre-fight for me on my final fight. So I tagged him and I was like, hey, I really want to clear early today. Is there any way you're still awake? Luckily he was, so I said, awesome. Let's clear together then. And this was after he'd cleared his section 2. But if you don't know the way that the portals work, basically, if you clear section 1 and 2, but you don't have any minis on the middle islands, then you cannot get to the boss island. You need to go through one of the minis. So he was kind of trapped because he didn't have any champs that could take any of the minis. But he had to place, he one, had a fight on the boss island, and 2, he had to place pre-fights on the boss island. So luckily I was taking exactly 1 mini on the middle islands. Also, this this JJ was a complete asshole, and just would not back up for so long. But here, I think we're finally going to get out of the corner. Yeah. We're finally going to get out of the corner. Luckily, the few times I had to hit her, I didn't trigger it many. I think I only got 2 hazard shift debuffs on like 3 or 4 hits. So, I mean, technically that's still bad RNG, but you know what? We'll take it. Trying to bait this SP2 here. I think I'm going to just end up throwing my L2. Yeah. And we invert our combo. So, that was a mistake, inverting the combo. But I'm not going to realize it. Why am I not going to realize it? Because the fight went down before I lost clarity, right? So in my head, I'm still thinking for the rest of my Valk fights, oh, I'm just going to invert my combo so I can deal more damage, right? So I can build more buffs and do more damage. Yeah, I'm a big dum-dum because I didn't realize something super obvious. That I have never seen happen this season with anyone, and that's probably the reason I didn't realize it, but we'll get to that in the next fight. This fight here, this is Wong on path 9, and in this fight I am actually going to be very careful to not let Wong end with a bar of power, because I did that in the last fight, and the last time I fought Wong was War 2 this season. And the crossfight was actually the reason that I died to a later fight. So, or not a reason, but a definitely a contributing factor would be a better way to say it. But basically, earlier I was just saying that that because, and there I was trying to get him to hold block. But luckily, because I was able to take a mini, that means that I was able to instruct him to move up to that fight. I was able to take the fight, and then he was able to move on to his fight on 46, and then place the Wags pre-fight for me on 48. So that's what happened there. And here, I accidentally hit him with a light attack, and I take the burst of energy damage. But here I'm actually going to throw an SP1 into his block. The reason is because I knew I wouldn't get him... Just give it a second. Oh, I didn't even touch my phone. It just lagged straight through the end of the fight. So, I'll tell you what happened. I didn't end with him at a bar of power. He ended with less than a bar of power. I just hit into the block, one more combo, and he dropped. So I have no crossfight. That little symbol there, those are my pre-fights. That became crossfights, I guess, technically. But this is Peni Parker, oh my god. This is Spider-Ham on Hazard Shift. And we're going in with Valk. Valkyrie is an excellent counter to this fight on Hazard Shift, because no evade, no DOT, right? Which is basically all that Spider-Man does, Spider-Ham does. And you know how the title of this video is being taught a lesson? This is the fight I get taught a lesson in. I don't realize that reverting your combo means that you're not building combo anymore, which means no clarity. So I am going to throw off my L2. You see, I literally used an SP1 boost for primarily this fight. I activated it in the Wong fight, but I used it for this fight because all I'm thinking is get to your L2, revert your combo, and he's going to be almost dead. That's all I'm thinking. And in hindsight there, I should have thrown a heavy attack, countering the L1, but who cares. So I'm going to invert my combo. And I'm about to run out of clarity. At this point, I don't realize it yet, because at this point, it's still savable. I could have just done a medium into the block, soaked up a combo, and I would have still had clarity. But it's not going to even activate yet, because I don't have a bar of power. But as soon as I build a bar of power, so there, that was not the global evade. That was his manual evade when he dashes back and holds block. So if you see that little evade icon at the top right, that evade icon will actually change color when it activates. And that's why it changed color there. So he evaded, and I didn't know what happened, right? Because I still have yet to realize what happened. I didn't realize why he was evading until well after the fights. Like, after I posted my videos in the chat, and then a couple hours later I went back to rewatch them because I was like, what the hell happened in that Spider-Ham fight? And then I saw it rewatching the fight, and I'm like, oh my god, you dumb idiot. So let's keep the fight going. So he evades once. I am losing my mind. I'm like, what? How did you just evade that? So I am panicking, and he evades again. 2 hits in a row, and at this point I'm like, please don't die. Please don't die. I know I can't hit him. I can hit into his block when it goes into auto block. So we're doing that. I throw the SP1 because, and now I'm at 9 charges. There, I finally get clarity back, and I'm like, okay. You're dead. Please. And he goes down. Because if I eat one more combo there, I'm dead. I'm done. So here, I'm going to poke the guy. Let me just move forward until after his fight is down. Just buying some potions and some boosts while I'm waiting. Fight goes down, and the pre-fight is not applied. So I'm actually going to... Oh, wait. Is he not even applying a pre-fight? Oh, maybe he just needed to take down 46. Yeah, never mind. I'm dumb. No pre-fight. He just needed to take down 46 so I can get to 48. That's my bad. So yeah, this Onslaught is nothing special. I'm turning on Sui's for just this one fight. So the only thing I'm really paying attention to is the combo alternator, so I don't give him any prowess, because theoretically, were I to eat a special one, it wouldn't go that well. It would not be a good idea if he had prowess. So we are just going to bait L1s, get to our L2, not rush it, and basically just get him down. This fight is not anywhere near as difficult as he is on the boss node. So here I believe I'm going to do... Nope. Okay, we're not going to go for that. We're going to get a fresh unblockable, which is actually really smart because that would have been really risky to throw it that late. But our power backs get us basically back to an L2, and at this point he is almost dead. So I just need to do another 5-hit combo into the block and throw off my L2, and I believe, yes, he does go down on the 3rd hit. We get a couple nice crits there on the L2, and that was my war. So what should have been a very simple, easy war turned pretty scary due to me forgetting, or not forgetting because I didn't even know in the first place, just not even thinking the matchup through. Because had I not inverted my combo, I would have ended that fight with 100%, and it would have taken roughly the same time, because the time I lost with him evading and just like dashing back, waiting for the evade phase to finish, basically made up for the time that I would have saved by not inverting my combo. Had I just thrown my L2 regularly, I still would have been doing good damage. Like, the difference is not that crazy in a short fight like that. But yeah, that's my war. I'm very happy with my fights. Well, 5 of the 6 at least. And then, you know what? At least I know something now, right? That's a new thing I learned. So I'm not really mad about that, because to be fair, even if I had realized it, I wouldn't have known what would have happened. I would have been like, oh, I wonder if it still builds clarity. And then I probably would have tried it anyways, because I've never seen that matchup in anyone else's war video or anything like that, where inverting your combo messes up clarity. But that's it for the war. We had a bad clear, and these guys, a Platinum 1 Alliance, just came out of nowhere and just absolutely shredded our defense, dying only 4 times. GG's to INDA. I believe the final score was something like 4-10. I honestly don't really remember, and I don't care enough to go back and check, because we're currently in the middle of War 8, and I just don't care. We lost. That's all that matters. So we're now 2-5, not looking so hot. We basically have to win every single war from here on out to have a chance at Masters. So yeah, 2-5. My death total is at 3 deaths, and my PSR this season is at 37 out of 39, or 95%. So 95%, that's pretty good. That's dying 1 out of 20 fights. That's dying 7 times. on average as an alliance, which I believe is pretty much right at the average for my alliance. Obviously, I aim to be above average, but if we end the season cleanly, I will be well above average. So I will take that. And my Deathless streak is at 13, fight 7 from last war, 6 from this one. And we actually have a really cool war again next war, so I'm looking forward to making that video, which should be out within a couple days. That is going to be all for today. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.